Where do we look?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you all? I see we some already in the room. Who have we got? How are you? CJ, hello. D. Clark, hi. Cemetery Man, how are you?
Cemetery Man, hello.
I thought you'd be busy editing, Cemetery Man. I just read your community page thing. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Tom's daughter. That's great, Cemetery Man. Well done. Gloria, how are you? Phoenix, Arizona. Nancy, how are you
Nancy.
keeping? We said we'd come on together for a quick chat.
Quick banter.
Yeah, a bit of banter. Hi, Siobhan, how are you? You're busy, Cemetery Man. That's great. I'm looking forward to that video, actually. It sounds good. So how are y'all keeping? Tommy the Cat, how are you? Jim? No, I'm done with the snow now, Bonnie. We didn't get any here, but I'm kind of over it now. I just want to see spring
We don't need snow.
And longer evenings would be lovely. Hi, Jan. How are you? Alabama, USA. Have you much snow, Bonnie? South Carolina. Hope you're both well. We're great. Thank you, Kenneth. Hi, Betty. Hi, Karen. Karen, I'm still tired after Dublin, would you believe? We've been madly editing, both of us now, of course, because Irish Ice has his own channel up and running. So it's been a busy, busy time. Grave Tales, how are you? Colorado. Hi, Aaron. Oklahoma. Hi, Kristen, is it? Kristen, it's your first time. Well, you're very welcome here. We have a great bunch of people here. Today it's snowing for Tommy the Cat. Oh my God.
There must be snow in a lot of parts of America, is there?
Thanks,
Cemetery Man, thanks very much. I'm trying to do some editing myself today, so hopefully I'll try and have part 2 of my Glasnevin up. Hopefully tonight, I'm not sure.
Hiya, John. Bristol, brilliant. Gloria, really been enjoying your videos. I've been to your lovely country 4 times and I have more to go. But that's brilliant, Gloria. We're pretty much open here now, Gloria, so work away, come on in. I know, Bonnie, we've loads of robins at the moment around. They seem to follow us around a lot. I lost my glasses. Sorry, guys. I lost my glasses in Dublin, would you believe, in Glasnevin, I think. So I've got these on me now, and they're just looking a little bit silly at the moment.
The spirits took her glasses.
Yeah. I must have been looking into a mausoleum or something at the time, or a crypt, because they just disappeared. And my other pair, I lost them a week or so ago. So I don't know what I'm doing with my glasses. Jim is so cold. It is, Cemetery Man. It is good fun. It's hard work, all that editing. It takes an awful lot of time, a lot of patience. And then you have to kind of keep rewatching the clips that you put in. You know, it's hard work. And of course, you know, you all know now, Ireland is just so windy that it makes it, you know, it kind of ruins the videos, I feel. I know you're all kind of saying don't worry about it, but for me it does. So kind of it makes it harder for us to edit, because you're kind of talking over it in a lot of the places. And of course, Dublin, as you know, was extremely wet and windy last weekend when we were up there, but we still had a ball. We really enjoyed Glasnevin and Mount Jerome.
Yeah, Jan, it's Irish Eyes, and maybe Sue, I think, might put the link in
You can
afterwards.
put in the link now. He'll put in
Or
his own link
I'll put the link
if he
in.
can at all there. Yeah, Gloria, the skeleton. Do you know, I was, you know me now, and crypts and mausoleums. I'm kind of a bit obsessed with having a look in to see what I can find. And I was finding loads of coffins and all of that, and of course, beautiful memorials. And I wasn't expecting to find the
Thanks, Jen.
skeleton at all. And you could see that by my reaction when I looked in. I was just blown away that he was there. And the question is, and it keeps coming up, is why was he lying there? It didn't look like he was in any kind of coffin. And probably at the time, I didn't even realize that. It didn't seem like there was any kind of coffin at all other than the one he was lying on. So I can't explain that. I can't find the owner of that. Excuse me. I can't find the owner of the mausoleum, or I don't know.
Just put my link in there, guys. So if you want to subscribe or hit the notification bell, thanks very much.
Yeah, his
I
link is in
appreciate
there
it.
now. So if you click on that, you can come back into the chat with us, you know. Just click on the link, follow the link, subscribe to him, hit the notification bell, and then come back into us. He has done a slightly different take of Glasnevin. Irish Eyes is kind of more into the whole kind of history part of it, of finding exactly who these people were. I just really admire. I mean, I do like history, but I'm kind of more of, I like the history when I find it, if you know what I mean. Glasnevin, as you will see, is a huge cemetery again, full of amazing memorials and
Hi, Peggy.
mausoleums and crypts and
Crypts.
all sorts of beautiful. We've a lot of political graves up there, of course. Daniel O'Connell, of course, being the main man, I suppose, for Glasnevin. And then we have the Republican plot. So we have a lot of hunger strikers there. And then that's kind of mixed in with just the normal everyday people that just have these beautiful headstones. Irish Eyes found, it was an Italian.
I found in Glasnevin, it's the part 2 I'll be putting up. It's like an Italian section, the Italian section of the cemetery, the plots. So that's very interesting, the one I found, the Italian plots.
What we did was we went to Glasnevin and we just
Cheers,
separated. You know, and we kind of lost each other for, I don't know how long. I think we were in there for nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, the place is just massive.
And you do, like, there is walkways. A lot of people actually that live near Glasnevin tend to, you know, you met a lot of people and couples walking through the cemetery. But if you get off the path at all, there's so much more there to explore. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Dee. Thanks, Dee. You know, so we kind of separated and got lost, and then I was ringing him looking for him and everything else. It's just amazing around where Daniel O'Connell is buried. There is a ring of like the. It's very hard to explain it, but I'm sure you would. Did you put up part of that already?
The which one?
The one where Daniel O'Connell is buried and all the monuments around it.
Yeah,
that one is up.
Well, not that part. That is, I haven't that part up.
Okay, so Daniel is in the middle of Glasnevin, or more or less. Oh, thank you, Cemetery Man. That's so kind of you. And he has this huge monument, which is actually a tower. Now we did pay to do the tour, but I really only, and I mean it was an hour and a half tour, and we were really strapped for time because we had a train to catch as well, you know. But so the reason for us doing the tour, because we kind of like to go off and do our own little thing, was to get into Daniel's crypt. So you pay for the tour and they bring you into Daniel's crypt, which is absolutely amazing. Some of the channel members will have already seen a clip from that, and some of the Patreons, please got it uploaded, okay, will have seen it as well. But where he is buried, so he has the crypt in this a massive tower. Now, we didn't know at the time, and I was kind of debating whether I was brave enough to go up the tower, but that's actually an extra added, you have to kind of pay for that, go back to reception and pay for that. That's extra, but we just didn't have time to do that. So we get into the crypt. So what you will see in my video anyway is just stilled photos, because you are not allowed to film inside Daniel O'Connell's crypt, and I was told that several times, but I did get still photos and I did get a video, but I am not allowed to put it up on YouTube, so it is there for members and Patreons. But it's a beautiful, beautiful crypt, and Daniel is kind of the reason for Glasnevin. He was a politician, but he kind of fought for the rights of all religions, really. And that's why he opened Glasnevin, or got Glasnevin opened. But when you come back out of his crypt, there is a row of, it's like the walking around Glasnevin again, but it's in a complete circle. It's just fascinating.
It's very, like when Glasnevin started, when Daniel O'Connell started off Glasnevin, there was only something like 20 something acres. And there's now 120, maybe more acres altogether. So it kept growing and growing and growing eventually.
But I just thought it was nice that, and I've put that, I think, in the video as well. I'm just kind of in the middle of editing, that it was open for all religions.
Cheers, Gloria. Thanks for the ad.
And those of none. So I thought that was beautiful. And I mean, Daniel O'Connell, I mean, he might not know Daniel O'Connell, but anyone that's Irish will know Daniel O'Connell. But it around that then is just this whole area of these mausoleums, and you were only put into one of these mausoleums, or you could only afford at least a mausoleum there if you were kind of a friend or a family member of Daniel. So he is all this surrounded by him, and of course I was peeping into a load of them anyway, but they're all numbered as well, which is great. So when you come out of there, then you just have the most amazing monuments. There's a couple of archbishops there, and they have stunning
cardinals, archbishops, yeah.
They have stunning
cheers, cemetery man. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thank you. So there's archbishops and cardinals and everything else, and they have the most amazing monuments with effigies of them laid out. I mean, you would think they were real. It's just stunning. And then you can walk your way around Glasnevin, as I said, and get lost. And then I found another section much further down that holds more kind of crypts. And then over all these crypts, if you look up, each one then has a monument above the door. And thanks, Maureen. And each monument is actually, the door is under the monument, so they're buried in under the monument behind this door, and then the kind of the monument or the statue is up over it. But we were panicking, because by the time we hadn't even finished kind of our visit, really. We just had to get a taxi. We missed kind of the first part of the train. We had to go a bit further down through stations to get it, and it was just, it's such a pity with the weather, but at the same time, it gives me the want to go back again, and I'm sure you're the same.
Yeah.
And
parts I'd like to go back to.
Yeah, and
Mount Jerome, and
obviously a better day, and be able to film it with a bit of sun and no wind, really, Thanks, Adrian. No problem at all. Hi, Brenda. New York. Wow, my daughter is heading out there fairly soon. She has done New York a few times. Who have we missed, guys? I know I kind of just ramble on a little bit. Grave Tales. Have you a channel, Grave Tales? I just see that you're editing there as well. So Cemetery Man has gone back to editing. Fair play. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Kathy. Richard, how are you? Jim, Nancy. Let me see. Richard, was the grave under the church in Dublin where the Crusader was? If so, I went there when I was at school on a trip from Aberdeen. Yeah, Richard, that's St. Michan's Church, right in Dublin City. And you go, as I say, it is a tour as well. It's a paid tour, and then he brings you down to underground into the crypt, and that's where the mummies were, and the crusader, and we had the death mask of
Hi, Yvonne from
Wolf
Africa.
Wolf Tone. I can't see very clearly now. Anybody that's come in that I haven't said your name, I am so sorry.
Jim, is that your age, 45? Or is that the number person that subscribed?
Jim is only 45. I'm waiting for Jim to upload still.
Guys, if anybody's interested, I just want to say something quick. My channel, right, is just starting off, but I hope soon to vlog a grave of a World War II vet who's buried very close to me, and he died when he was about 95 or 96 years old. But he was in the Battle of Arnhem in World War II, and he was actually captured by the SS soldiers. So that's one that I'm hopefully going to do soon.
Yeah, it was a lovely story to that gentleman. Actually, he was a very, very special man, I suppose. You know. Hi, Timothy. How are you? He's in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. Thanks, Timothy. Grave Tales. When I get off this, I will look up your channel.
Yeah, so yeah.
Brenda, Jim doesn't have a channel yet. We've been on to him forever to get going. He's eager to start. He just hasn't got it to the part of uploading yet, but he will, I'm sure. How did we meet? We met a few years ago over a cup of coffee, would you believe?
I was going to say we met in a mausoleum.
Yeah, that sounds actually, yeah. We met in a graveyard. Oh. Hi, Nana D. How are you? What did I say? I don't know whether I'm caught up with you all or not.
I'm smoking music.
Richard said that was over 30 years ago. Richard, tell us this. Were you able to touch the Crusader? I have heard so many people saying that you used to be able to touch his hand or something, or...
He looks like he's too far in. No?
Yeah, you see, they have moved it around. I think the way he explained it, and it may not have come across on the video, that when they found them, the coffins would have been kind of more or less stacked on top of each other. So the coffin would have broke and leaving the body of the mummy kind of exposed. So I suppose they've kind of put them in these coffins to to let everybody share part of the experience. Now, I know I did get a lot of negativity on that video, just purely because they thought we were kind of not being respectful. And any of you know that that's not the case. The tour guide was lovely. I cannot go on a tour where a man just babbles stuff to you and, constantly is giving you stuff, because I just can't retain all of that. But with this tour guide, he made it a bit of fun. He was kind of making it a little bit spooky. He was pointing out different areas. So, I mean, I don't know, people were saying we were laughing. I mean, I did enjoy it. Of course, I laughed because we were having fun, but it certainly was no disrespect to anybody that's in that crypt. And one of them is actually still active, that he said there was two, I think there was ashes were put in there. And that's, some of them aren't lit up, and it's for that reason. Oh yes, I think the nun, Richard, is still there from what I can remember. There was vandalism done there where I believe a skull was actually stolen from the crypt, but it was returned, and they kind of did a bit of a ceremony and put the skull back, I suppose respectfully and all of that. So it was actually closed there for a while. So I was kind of eager to get up. It's been kind of on Dublin itself has been a bucket list, on top of the bucket list, should I say, for quite a while. And it ended up, we only really had a night up there. So, and then with the weather, yourself. So we were kind of tried to get a location to stay as near as possible to all of those places. So we kind of did St. Michan's first, and then we went to Mount Jerome in the evening time. And then the next day, the next morning, we got up early and went, and we were able to go see Glasnevin. So it was a kind of a, there wasn't much rest got. It was kind of very rushed in the sense that we had a lot on, but it was lovely. And then of course the rugby match was on. Ireland was playing Wales, so Dublin itself was just on fire. Like, it was just so busy, you know. Thank you, Cindy. That's lovely. I'm missing something here now. Bonnie, I work at a funeral home. Really? Wow. That I think would be my second best job. I love the job I'm in, but if I was to do something, it would be like in a morgue or in a funeral home.
Where are you from, Bonnie?
Thank you, Jamie. Who else have I missed? Have I missed anyone else? Yvonne, we said hello to Yvonne.
There's a few things, I suppose.
Here.
Jim, I was subscriber 54 for Irish Eyes. Do I get a free coffee mug? You can get a dinner plate with that as well. Is that all right, Jim?
Cup and a saucer.
There's a few things.
Thanks,
Someone was
Maureen.
asking there what we're doing for the next couple of weeks. We don't really know. Just the weather isn't great at the moment, but we'll probably be doing different videos. They won't be all in the same
No.
thing. Like, we have different likes of what we do in different areas. So I'll probably be doing a couple of World War II stuff, like graves, like I was saying about that man who was in World War II, vet who died. I think he was in 95. He died a while back there, and he was captured by the German SS soldiers. So he had a really interesting life. So I want to do his grave, and there's a few other bits I have in my mind to do. And
We both have separate kind of bucket lists. And it's just the likes of Mount Jerome and Glasnevin are so huge that we kind of just went off. And I mean, there will be similar bits, of course, but we work separately in that sense. And his kind of editing is different to mine. And, you know, so it's just two different people and two different, you know, looks at kind of those places, you know. Ever go to County Laois? My family are there. Would love to see some of the areas. No, Vinny, I haven't been to County Laois yet. There was something in County Laois. I kind of tend to find these things and write them down. I just can't remember now, but there was something in County Laois that I was looking at. And for both of us work, so it is quite hard, you know, during the week we're working, and of course family here. And so it's kind of, our weekends are filled with going to these places. And so the likes of Dublin or anywhere further is going to be a full weekend thing where we actually have to go and, I suppose, stay up there really. And then just with kids and stuff, trying to balance everything out.
there's a few places we'd like to go, but they're far away, but we will make it there. But we're hoping to go as far as even Belfast, you know, to do. There's a lot of amazing monuments and graveyards, cemeteries in Belfast as well in history.
Sonia, greetings for Germany. Thank you for sharing your trips. British are the most beautiful. And we're in Ireland, but our hope is to go, Sonia, to and I hope I pronounced your name right. Our hope is to go actually to London. That is the next big one, and that will be Highgate Cemetery and Nun Cemetery. There's one in Brompton. There's just so many to do over there as well. But we will pick out a few there and see how we go. Did I figure out the EVP? Now, have you got that EVP on that message?
I have it, yeah.
I'm actually going to have to go into my email for
Bye,
a
Bonnie.
second.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just reading. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat to try and keep up as well.
I'm just going to try and find something now because, oh yeah, so Craig is not here. I don't see him. Craig actually got the little EVP clip, and he was, let me see, he's in Michigan, and he was able to get the audio cleaned up and slowed down by 50%. So I don't know whether it's going to come across very clear here. I'm not even sure where the speaker is on this computer, but I'm going to play it, see if I can play it, and see if you can hear it. I'm not sure whether you will hear it very clear. Now I'm going to play it again because that's quite hard to hear, I'm sure. Now, if I say what I think it is, you will all hear it. Just let me know if you heard that at all, guys, actually. Just somebody was asking about the EVP there. Sorry, guys, I'm not caught up on the chat at all. I'm so sorry.
Brenda Gavigan, it's 5:25 p.m. here in Ireland.
Yeah. Did anybody hear that EVP that I just played? Sorry. I spent a lot of time many years ago. That was a kind of adventure looking for. Yes, Sonia, Highgate is just it is just amazing. I mean, I've been kind of looking and trying to find and everything else, and you know, I think you'd want a day easily in Highgate Cemetery, all on, you know, just filming in there, you know. Hard to make out. Let me see. I'm going to play it again, Grave Tales, and we'll see if you can hear it again. It is hard to make out. Oh, sugar. I'm going to play. Sorry, I'm going to play it again. I'm messed up there. Now,
I think what it says is.
Hold on now. There's 5 words for sure. And at the end, at the very end, it's like another, it's something that I missed at the start. It's like another, maybe 2 words. I'll play it again. At the end, there's did, and it's like bless you. Now, you can say what you think it is.
I think it says, I was killed. God bless him too, with you. So I think 100% that's what I think it is. But now everybody has their own opinion. But
and when I heard it, I thought it said, may God bless them too, and then with you. I don't know. It's very hard for you to hear it here, and I've no way of uploading it. But when you kind of hear it in person, you can definitely hear it's several words and then kind of 2 little words at the end. And actually, when it's slowed down, it's kind of a little bit eerie, I suppose. But I definitely hear bless you and bless you too. Irish eyes can kind of hear other things as well. But you see, the thing is with an EVP is when you say to someone, this is what it says, you know, your ear kind of is trained almost to hear those words. And I didn't really want to kind of, you know, do that in the video, because the little short video I did, I kind of maybe put it out there that that's what I heard. So, you know, I'd love to know your feedback on that. You know, it's pretty cool. I did not hear it at the time. I think I probably would have leapt, even though I love all that, I think I would have leapt out of my
Murray
skin.
Green says, how did I get vegetables in the EVP?
Yeah, do you know what, Marie? I think you put that up on some of the comments, and as soon as you said it, that's what I could hear. So that's what I mean about, is it suggestive? What is the word? There's a word for suggestive hearing or suggestive reading or something, where as if I said something to you, played the EVP, you will almost hear those words. So I shouldn't have probably maybe said that in the video. This is what I thought I heard, but you know, listening to it again, it's definitely something about bless you. But you know, I suppose when you're going around cemeteries, at some stage you're going to pick up something. That's something I picked up in Edit. There was nobody with me. I mean, I walked from one end of that little row of crypts or mausoleums completely on my own. When I came back out, actually, you were right up at the top. You know, I also my
Richard Thornburn says, please come over to Scotland sometime, especially Aberdeen, Irish Eyes. My granddad was an ex-soldier. His brother was shot down on Lancaster bomber in Nuremberg. I love history.
wow,
Sounds interesting.
yeah, Scotland would be another one. I mean, I would kind of be all for Edinburgh. I was in Edinburgh a few years ago myself at the Greyfriars and little Bobby statue and all of that. So I do love all of that. But you know, I think at the moment they're not letting you film. I think I've seen somewhere that they're not letting you film in there. I don't know why, but it's kind of more of a haunted theme to that graveyard there in Edinburgh anyway. But you know, there is so much, and please God, as the channel does grow, you know, it's something that we'll be able to afford to do and to branch out a bit. I mean, there's Northern Ireland. There is so many beautiful places up there as well. You know, we're only kind of hitting on, you know, a very small amount really of Ireland. We've certainly covered a good bit now at this stage, but I mean, there is just so much out there that we really want to do, like, and you know.
Oh, the ferry, the cemetery with the ferry. I definitely have to go back
Oh,
there again.
Karen, that is the most beautiful cemetery. I think, even though it is overgrown, it is one of those ones that kind of stay with you, that you, both of us felt, I mean, Irish Eyes has always kind of been there in the background. He was the shadow for a long time, people used to say. But both of us felt a real serene feeling there. What would you call it? Kind of enchanted, I think I used those words in the video. And then to find that, I mean, I'm not a person that puts out, I'm going ghost hunting, I'm going fairy hunting. I certainly would never, ever have thought I would have caught an EPV in a cemetery, for the simple reason is I don't believe your spirit would stay with your body in a cemetery. If you're going to go somewhere, it would be to visit family or visit a home, or you know, somewhere that you loved.
Yeah,
So you know, that's my reasoning on the EVP in the cemetery. It's just kind of strange. But the fairy one, I did clip that little section as well. I don't know what it was. It certainly looked like a fairy to me, and I'd like to believe that it was, you know, but it's certainly a new one for me, you know. Brenda, if you're going a toss between Ireland and Italy.
Italy is lovely as well. Though. I'd love to go to Rome. I always want to go to Rome. So Rome is lovely. Ireland's lovely. Rome is lovely. It's hard.
Ireland would be the most amazing place to go if you were sure of the weather. It's as simple as that. We could leave Wexford here today and travel as far as, I don't know, Galway, and you know, you're faced with rain. We could go to Waterford and we'd be faced with rain. It is just the most untrusty weather ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they say it's a day of all the seasons kind of thrown into one. You could be too hot, too cold, rain, snow, all in the one go. Like, we have actually seen that happen, you know.
Gloria Pinkerton. My friend Jamie does tours at Greyfriars.
Oh, wow. And I'm just reading Goldie Pep here. Someone took a skull of someone in Greyfriars. The council sent keys up the cemetery to the wrong address, and these people got in and took a man's skull. No way. Is that why at the moment then it's kind of, I don't know whether it's no filming or it's not open for tourists or something I read somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. My friend Jamie works and does tours in Greyfriars. Gloria, there's lovely haunted stories of Greyfriars. Now, I went there as a tourist, I suppose, and absolutely loved it. There was lovely mort safe graves there and all, and you know, I certainly didn't feel any way like that it was haunted to me. I just thought it was just absolutely fantastic. Loads of skulls and all on decorations there. Jim is saying, Brenda, go to Ireland. Yeah, Betty, it was. I love that you all call it the Fae. It's something we don't really use over here. We just kind of say fairy or fairies. So the Fae, that's actually a lovely way of saying it. Yeah, that was just a fantastic, beautiful cemetery, even in its kind of overgrown state. It was just stunning, wasn't it? Sonia, not at all. I mean, people, you see, the thing in Ireland as well, as soon as I go into a graveyard or a cemetery and I have my gimbal and my phone and my external mic and all, I get the most, the strangest of looks. I mean, I don't have any friends that kind of have an interest in what we do, in the sense, yes, to support us and all the rest, but they probably think I'm a little bit, what did you do for the weekend? They were all out. We were down in cemeteries and graveyards. So to kind of find that strange.
Ireland is different though.
Yeah, it is
Like in
completely
America,
different.
you can walk around cemeteries in America, videoing or whatever, and people don't bother looking at you, I don't think. Because from watching YouTube videos, people just seem to stroll around. But here in Ireland, people kind of look at you funny, or
Yeah.
they think, why are you over with a video on this headstone for, or, it's different.
Actually, could you turn on the light? It's very dark. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so it's kind of just looked at differently here. Whoa. When we have light.
There's the light from heaven.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize it was so dark. I hope. Oops. I just was about to read the comment there.
Now you can see our ugly faces better.
I hope your soul leaves the cemetery. Yeah, Brenda, I don't think, why would you stay with your body, in fairness? Like, your body is only like a carrier for your soul. That's how I feel. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. And we've had a little bit of kind of back and fro chat in comments. And, I respect everybody's opinion. And everybody's opinion is welcomed here. Just be respectful. Don't force it on anybody else. Some people believe in God, some don't. Some people are more spiritual than the whole sense of, following a regime of going to mass and praying and all the rest. And, I welcome all religions here. Everybody is completely entitled to open opinions here. Just always be respectful of everybody else. I mean, I've had a few that I've had to remove that just weren't. I mean, Jim Hutton's grave, and it's got 200,000 views just about. I mean, I certainly got an awful lot of awful comments on that, and it wasn't because of the wind and the audio, it was because of their choice on their relationship, and I won't stand for that here. So, everybody, as I said, I love to read the comments. It is getting harder to get back to you all. So I apologize if there's ever a comment that I've missed. I apologize. I do try to get through everybody's comment. And I mean, I love having the chat and the banter, as we call it here. So definitely keep commenting. Commenting and liking really helps YouTube recognize a channel as well, guys. So, like away, comment away, and I will always try to get back to you as well, Jim, I was in Paris, and it was kind of on a touristy thing as well. I have to say, can I say that I didn't like Paris? It was one of those places I dreamed about, the romantic city of Paris, and it's beautiful, and it wasn't what I had thought it would be, and I was really disappointed. It was only kind of in on a day trip that I went, but I was really disappointed. It's very touristy, a lot of homelessness there, and I know they can't help that, but what you see sometimes is not what you get when you're there, if that makes sense. Amy, no, we didn't get to go anywhere this weekend, Amy. It was torrential rain all day yesterday. It's kind of only cleared up this last 2 hours, maybe. We went for a walk, and that was it.
I was going to go somewhere today to vlog something, but it started raining the whole time, so that was the end of that, really.
Yeah, it was it was a pity, but we didn't get to go anywhere. We've lots of editing to do, so there'll be plenty of videos coming up. There's a question for you guys, actually. I have Glasnevin. Kind of when you go into edit, you can kind of put the whole video together. At the moment, Glasnevin for me, before I kind of cut off a few little bits and add a few little bits like pictures and stuff, is running at an hour. Now, I know myself, it is very hard to sit down and watch a video for an hour, especially when you're listening to the likes of me kind of, talking and the wind and everything else. But solely up to you. I'll let you decide whether you want the full video of Glasnevin all in its glory, or would you like a kind of a two-part video? Would that make it easier for ye? I think if I was to do the hour, it'll probably be just under an hour. I would probably do it in a premiere so we can all watch together, and I can kind of answer any questions as we go. But it is completely up to ye what you want. I have other videos then in the kind of in edit as well. Some of them are mostly complete. Maureen, I haven't a note in my head. Just stop. Actually, I'll tell you a story, right? When I was in Ireland, we had Brigeens and guides. I know you have Boy Scouts and all sorts of different things, but we had Girl Guides and Brigeens. And when I was in the Girl Guides, we had hi Tim, how are you? When I was in the Girl Guides, we used to put on these shows, and will I say this or not? Anyway, my part of the show was to sing, and the song haunts me to this day, The Rhinestone Cowboy. I don't know whether ye have ever heard of that, but I sang it. And I put my heart and soul into it. And I did win. I won a little trophy, a little timber trophy. And when they called out my name, I was way up in the balcony. And of course, I nearly broke my neck, kind of tearing up to get up on stage to get this beautiful trophy. I think my mammy still has it. But there's no hope of me singing. I'm sorry, Maureen. Yeah, Amy, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Premiere would be nice. I do love doing the premieres because we can kind of get to sit down together and watch together. And I like that. But, I'm just thinking, is an hour, too long for you to kind of have to sit there? Jim says yes.
Guys, I just put my link in there. Please subscribe to my channel. I really need to get the numbers up, and I'm going to get more videos out, good content. The link is there. Just subscribe, hit the notification bell. It means a lot. Thanks very much.
Yeah, just to say, right, YouTube is very, very funny. You have to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers before you can monetize a video. That takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And I was very, very lucky at the beginning to have Ron and Faces of the Forgotten kind of, give me some kind of mentoring and helping me and advising me, and then giving me those amazing shout outs. And he often does it still, as you know. And then also you have to have something like 500 subscribers before you can have a community page. So he's not able to at the moment kind of give you any updates or kind of post a photo or anything to kind of be able to chat with you back and forth. So it would be great to kind of get him up as near to that as possible and get him on the road of monetization. And then you'll have to endure the two of us and our ads and everything. The dice represents the number 9. So on one of the dice there was a 5, and on the other dice was a 4. Now I didn't notice at the time. I did have to kind of delve into the Dennis Cullen and his meanings behind the headstones. So 5 and 4 makes 9. So the 9 represents the 9th hour that our Lord died on the cross. So it is as simple as that. But to look at it, you would not know that. I certainly did not know that. But it's not at all. Just keep asking the questions. If I can answer them at all, I absolutely will. We could sing a duet. He's a better singer than me, actually.
No, I don't sing. I only sing in the shower.
We sing all the time in the car, actually. We do have a good old sing song. We love Queen and Linkin Park, and we've kind of a wide variety of music that we listen to in the car. So we will sing away in there, but nobody else can hear us.
I don't think I've asked Ron this, but I didn't see anybody doing a video yet on the final resting place of Charlie Pride, the country singer
No.
Charlie Pride, because I like Charlie Pride's music. And I've just wondered, did anybody vlog his final resting place yet? Or
Hi, Kimberly, how are you? Greg, how are you? Sorry, guys, I'm kind of just getting caught up. I did see a question up here, and I bet you I've missed it. Yeah, Sonia, the time does fly at a premiere. You know, you kind of sit there thinking, oh, you know, this is going to be long for them, and then it's gone before you know it. Is that an answer to yours, I wonder?
it's by no, that's a song.
Oh, sorry. Glenn
Glenn
Campbell,
Campbell.
sorry. Yes, that is the song that haunts me.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Uh,
Who here likes Johnny Cash? I like Johnny Cash.
Jamie. I think it's Jamie. I can't pronounce your surname. I'm sorry. Yes, and this is a question that actually gets asked a lot. And I know Irish Eyes has been asked the same question. When we read a headstone where there is a lot of names, and I know this from my own personal family plots, most time than not, they are all buried there. So you might have, you know, maybe brother and sister, mother and father, maybe an infant that died. So you could have 5, maybe 6. I know one of my family's plots, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there could be 5 in it actually. So yeah, that is kind of on the most part, when you read a headstone and there's a lot of names there, mostly they are all buried there. They tend to be buried down deeper. And then I suppose over time, the coffins collapse and the ground itself.
The Man in Black, yeah, he was called the Man in Black, Johnny Cash.
The ground will sink, and the coffins sink. So you can kind of place them on top of each other, and then sometimes leave kind of a wider plot where they will fit them side by side as well. And I actually think that's a lovely way to be buried, that you're buried with your loved ones, you know.
Gloria Pickerton. I saw Charlie Pride sing when I was a kid here in Arizona. He came to Ireland, Charlie Pride. I remember my mother told me that she went to see him live. His son was playing with him the same night. His son is a singer as well, Charlie Pride's son. He's supposed to be a very good singer as well. So that was the highlight of her life, to see Charlie Pride play live in Galway.
Okay, unheard voice. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to work my way. Thanks, Susan.
Cheers to anybody who subscribed to my channel. Thanks very much. It means a lot.
Thank you, the unheard voice. You are both successful and deserve thousands of subscribers. Thank you. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, Bonnie. Glenn Campbell. I read that one. Let me see.
Would you believe it, guys? When I started YouTube, I did not have an iota how to edit, to do anything like that. But I think it took me 2 days to learn and to edit, and it's hard. It's very hard to do it, but 2 days I was just fine then after 2 days. But Sue helped me out a lot with it as well and showed me what to do. But it is anybody that's starting a YouTube channel, it is very difficult.
Thanks, Rod. He subscribed to there.
Cheers, Rod.
Brenda, thank you. Sorry, guys, I am just trying to catch up.
Grave Tales. The Charlie Pride's grave is in Dallas, Texas. I will do it when I go to Texas.
Oh, cool.
Cheers. Grave Tales. That would be cool if you did that.
That would be brilliant.
Greg Flatten, thanks very much. The $20, Greg Flatten.
Oh, thank you, Greg. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up, and these glasses are not helping. I just was telling you earlier on, I lost 2 pairs of glasses in the last 2 weeks, and one was in Glasnevin, probably in a crypt or mausoleum. I didn't notice till we were on the train back.
Jim said Johnny Cash he's talking about. My favourite Johnny Cash song, one of them would be Sunday Morning Coming Down, it's called. I love that song.
And he's also a huge Elvis.
Love Elvis
fan.
Presley.
Sorry now, guys. I'm just trying to catch up. I don't know where I am even.
Timothy Prout said, so are the coffins typically
Oh,
put directly into the soil in Ireland for the most part? In the US, they are typically make each other be buried in a vault and a coffin both.
Yeah, straight into the soil, Timothy. It actually was it Cemetery Man I seen where they have kind of like it's like, now I could be wrong, it would look like a cement kind of area that the coffin was laid into, but ours are typically just left into they dig out the grave and then the coffin goes straight in.
Jim.
The ghost stole my glasses. Do you know something that wouldn't surprise me? Yeah, very good at stone.
Cheers, thanks, Maureen. Elvis's grave, that's one of my on my bucket list to go to Graceland, Tennessee. I'd love to go.
The Unheard Voice. There is a very, what's this one?
There's a very pitted stone, big holes that you video with graves and mausoleums. I was wondering what it is.
What it is. I'm not sure I understand the Unheard Voice. I'm really, really sorry.
Wow, Sharon Watson saw Elvis in concert the year before he passed.
Sharon also says here, I want a green burial, just a shroud. I was actually at a natural funeral, let's call it, and the gentleman that passed was in a reed coffin, and he brought to a natural graveyard, and it was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I actually have a video on my channel of the only one I know around Wexford anyway for sure, of a natural burial ground, and we went kind of when all the flowers were blooming, and it was just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Greg, the EVP says, here's your glasses. Or did he say I took
I wouldn't be into
glasses?
the natural burial thing, to be honest. I wouldn't like to be buried in a wicker basket coffin, and just be left in the ground. I don't know.
Well, it was something I didn't know about till I went to the funeral, and then, like, I'm talking a few years later with this channel, we went to visit, and I thought it was beautiful. It was surrounded by mountains. People bury ashes at the foot of a tree, and they believe then obviously that the tree grows from the ashes or what have you. Just absolutely beautiful. Even my mother actually, has now started to talk about it because I showed her the video. I don't know what I want to do with myself after that. I kind of find it hard to think about, to be honest, and Greg, thank you so much. You're so kind. Johnny Cash wrote 40 Shades of Green because he visited Ireland and loved it. Yes, Nana D. Bonnie met Johnny Cash's sister. Wow. Did a 9 Inch Nails song hurt? Oh, that's my favourite song.
That was I think one of his last song, was it?
Yeah, Jim, I absolutely adore that song. That song gives me shivers every time I hear Johnny Cash sing it. Goldie Pep says, your most recent video was excellent, Irish Eyes. Maureen, how many new kind of subscribers have we got? It went up in the hundreds again this week. Let me have a look. This week, oh, that's the wrong one. In the last 7 days, Maureen, we have got 874 new subscribers. So that is a lot, and I am so grateful for it.
They're on about cremations and stuff.
Oh,
My cousin died she had cancer, she died, but her wish was, she was from Ireland, and her wish was to be cremated and some of her ashes to be scattered in Portugal at a sea cliff view, kind of nice looking area. And that was her wish. So
yeah. That's lovely as well with the cremations that I know my kids have some of their nanny's ashes here, and my daughter wears the ashes around her neck in a beautiful chain and pendant. I don't like the idea of cremation myself, but it's definitely it's not really a thing here in Ireland, but it's starting to become a popular thing that people are opting in for. And then we are seeing that some of the cemeteries that we go to are not taking burials anymore because they are full, but they are kind of opening up little small areas where, like, just for cremations only. Karen has been to Elvis's grave 3 times.
3 times. Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, Sylvia Chow. Sylvia Chow, is it? From Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Hiya, John. Neither of us drink, John, would you believe? I'm a coffee drinker and tea an odd time.
Tea.
So
Typical
no Guinness
Irish
for us,
tea.
but we certainly did have cups of teas and cups of coffees. Thank you.
Cremation, no.
The stone was unusual, wondering the name of the stone. The unheard voice. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the comments at all. Maybe if you comment under the video and maybe the timestamp of the particular one that you're talking about, and I'll maybe be able to help you then, where do I just get, I'm trying to, it won't work. My computer froze there for a second. I have a Celtic knot pendant with some of my grandma and granddad in it, so I can take part of them back to the island. That's lovely, Timothy.
Who's watching Ron's premiere tonight? I'm going to try and stay up for Ron's premiere tonight because I don't think I've seen one of his late, because it's very late here in Ireland when Ron's premiere comes on. It's about 2 a.m. in the morning or something.
Hi, Miss Marple. Germany can be buried in a forest. These are special places, not any forest. Well, I don't know. A lot of the cemeteries or graveyards we go to, some of them are kind of in the middle of forest, but it's just that kind of the trees have grown up. Remember the one in Carlow? It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So there's not specific places in forests that I know of. I've certainly found a few that have been neglected and forgotten, and they are in a kind of forested area, but it's not a fact that, that I know of anyway, that there's that does sound beautiful though, to be given the option of kind of being buried in the middle of a forest. It sounds fantastic, actually. Roma will be watching Ron. Yes, John, do that.
You have no gravestones there, only small plaques or nothing. No.
Okay, Sonia. So it's not like you have no gravestone there, only small. Okay. So that sounds like a natural burial ground. Yeah, Kitty Claus, how are you? Yeah, I won't be staying up tonight. I have work in the morning. He's lucky he's off tomorrow. But I think I might have caught the tail end of one of Ron's
Hi,
premieres.
Janice.
Hi Janice, how are you? But I haven't been lucky to be able to kind of catch this, the whole thing. So it's usually for me, it'll be the next day as well. The Super Bowl should be over with by then, maybe. Is the Super Bowl on?
Super Bowl is on, I think.
Is it? Did I miss something?
Is the Super Bowl on in California?
Sharon says, my son is Kenny and Mbam Guinness is right up his alley. Oh, that sounds lovely, Miss Marple. Do you know, it is kind of like a natural burial ground where we were at the natural burial ground in Wexford, and they do have a little kind of a plaque. Some of them have benches, and some of them have you know, like a little cross or kind of a handmade, just to show where they are. My uncle arranged a cake to be put on the coffin during his closed casket visitation. He had a sign that read, "The drinks are on me." That sounds, you know, sometimes funerals are sad enough, but if you can kind of put a little bit of celebration into it, I mean, you can. Funerals have kind of done a 360 in the sense it's more of a celebration of life now, rather than everybody being sad and upset. They kind of make the whole thing like a celebration or remembrance for their life, rather than this is about their death only. And you know, I've seen that at funerals here as well. That just, you know, it makes it maybe a little bit easier on the family as well. And something like that, if that was what he was into, why not? You know, I've often come across a grave where there will be a can of Guinness or packet of cigarettes, or what else have we found that is kind of more personal to them, you know?
Personal stuff, yeah. I seen I don't know, was it Hollywood Graveyard had a video up I was watching the other night where the guy that done the voice of Popeye, and somebody actually left a tin of
Oh, yeah.
spinach at his grave.
Hi, Susan. Miss Marple. Sorry, my English is not. You are doing amazing, Miss Marple. Your English is amazing. That sounds lovely, Goldie, to be honest with you. I like that, actually, that, you know, you celebrate his life. And the humanist service is, it's actually quite, it's nice, kind of a funeral, you know. I mean, there's so many different ways of, you know, people do different funerals and different religions and different beliefs and all the rest. And, you know, I'm certainly not categorizing myself in any of that. I'm open to anything and anything that is a celebration of life. You know, it's, you know, I'm all for that. Super Bowl starts at, I missed it, 6:30 in Florida. Let me see if I caught up.
So the Super Bowl is American football. So I don't really watch
We
American
don't
football,
follow it,
but
no.
For some strange reason, when I was young, I used to always wear clothes, tops like Miami Dolphins hats, jump tops, everything. I don't know why. I just used to wear stuff like that. Miami
Lakers.
Dolphins and
Right, guys, I've just realised the time. I've kept you long enough and we've rambled long enough. So thank you so, so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to bore you to death now with that. I used to play bingo with my sister and I put bingo cards in somewhere. Ah, that's lovely, Denise. Susan does not watch the Super Bowl. I always been brought up at a funeral. Yes, absolutely, Sharon.
cheers, Tom's daughter. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Tom's daughter. Bye bye, Janice. Yes, friends, absolutely. Yes, Amy, that's true. Thanks, Jan. The world is invisible as music is positive sound. Emily Dickinson. That's lovely, Roma. Anyway, guys, thank you so, so much. We have plenty of videos coming up. check out Grave Tales there as well. And we'll talk to you all soon.
Cheers,
Enjoy
guys.
all the videos that are coming. All right. Thanks a million.
Cheers. Thanks
God
for
bless.
subscribing. Thanks.
Bye bye.